Hi YouTube, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to make carrot halwa. I have grated fresh carrot which is about 2 lbs bag that I got, and I have grated it, and then I have used a big pan like this, a non-stick pan. You could use any, if you're comfortable using a steel one, that's fine. I prefer non-stick pan for these kind of things, as in halwas or noodles and things like that. So you take a big pan like this and you heat it up, and then I'm going to add about a tablespoon of ghee, maybe a little bit more, 1.5 tablespoons of melted ghee or clarified butter. And to this I'm just going to add the whole of carrots, and then we are going to slightly saute it with a spatula like this, or whatever you have at home, and then let it cook for a little bit till it's probably 60% cooked. Then we are going to add some milk after that. I want to put the heat on a medium and let it cook. The carrot has been cooking without the lid on. Now I'm going to add about 2 cups of milk to this. So you're just going to add 2 cups of milk and let it cook on a low flame. For some time. With the lid on. So the carrot has been cooking with the lid on. I just removed the lid and we still have some milk left. So I'm going to just cook it with the lid off for another 10 to 15 minutes, and then we are going to add about 2 cups of sugar, which is white sugar, which is with this cup. For a 2 lb or approximately a kg of carrots, I'm going to add 2 cups of sugar, which is about 240 ml that it is going to hold. So I'm going to add this sugar to the cooked carrot in milk, and I might reduce it when it comes down, when all the milk evaporates, and if I see that it's too much, I might just add 1.5 cups. But it depends on how much sweetness you want in your carrot halwa. My family doesn't prefer it too sweet nor too bland as well, so I'm just going to make it just sweet enough, so that it is, since it's a dessert, it should be sweet. So I'm just going to make it a little sweet enough, and I'm going to up the temperature, or I'm going to put it from medium to high and let it cook for some time. I've put it in a small burner as opposed to the big one, because the big burner could burn it off, and I have a small kid and a baby, so I can't really stand near the stove. So I'm just going to cook it on really low. Let me know if you guys want to see how to make this carrot halwa in a crock pot. I will post a video as well, depending on how many people would like to know. The carrot has cooked, and you can see that the milk has gone down. A little bit is left, but always remember, after this has cooked, when you add sugar, it is going to become more liquidy, but then it will come together after it cooks for some time. So I'm going to add the 2 cups of sugar that I mentioned. So I'm just going to add and see. Just keeping this half cup back because I think this is enough. You can see it's too much, but yeah. So we are going to we added the 2 cups of sugar now, and then we are going to cook it. And as you can see, from becoming thicker, now it has diluted a bit, but it's going to come together. Now I'm just going to cook it with the lid off on a medium for some time, and then I will cook it on high. But remember, always remember to be near the stove when you put the stove on high, and the burner on a high flame. And after this, I'm going to add some nuts that are roasted in clarified butter, which I'm going to show. And also, as always, the measurements and the amounts will be in the description box below, where you could always refer to it. So I cooked it on medium, and I cooked it in a little bit higher flame as well. Now the diluted form, I mean, it has come together. It has evaporated a lot of the water that oozed out when I put the sugar in. And I just want to correct myself. I thought I added about 1.5 cups because it was in a bowl. So I just measured it back from this cup, this bowl, to put it back in the cup. I just put 1 cup, a little over a cup of sugar into the halwa, and I think that's enough. Maybe I should have just put 3/4 of a cup, but I think my husband will like it. So I'm going to cook it for a little bit more because it still has some liquid left. So I'm going to allow it to cook for a little bit more, and then I'm going to put the nuts and the roasted nuts in in clarified butter. So just so you guys know, I have already chopped up some cashews, about 6 or 7 of them, and some almonds. Almonds I didn't chop, I used like a pastel, and then I just did this. Oops. This, and I broke them. And then I'm going to add a lot of kishmish because this has a slightly tangy flavor, and with the carrot halwa, a little bit of tang goes really well. This is also going to be added into the clarified butter, and then I'm going to put it in the halwa. So take a non-stick small pan like this. It's really small, like when you compare it to this one, this is just a baby. So yeah, take a small non-stick pan, add maybe a tablespoon of clarified butter, about a tablespoon, let it melt, and then try to roast the cashews and almonds in it, so till they are golden brown. So we are just going to roast them. The cashew nut has roasted and the almonds have, so I'm just going to add the raisins so that they bubble up. The raisins bubble up and they become a little bigger, and then we can add it to our halwa. If you can see, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see now, maybe. So add it. That's my daughter, please don't mind. I don't want to use another spoon and add another utensil to it, so I just use this method. So this is what I mean by them bubbling up. Now we are going to add it to the halwa. Switch it off and just add it on top. Just gonna leave it there, and I'm just going to mix it with the halwa. and cook it for another maybe a minute or 2 to 5 minutes, I would say. um, and then you have a fantastic halwa ready. I'm going to show you a closer look at it so that you can see how glassy that looks, the carrot. Again, a little closer look. You can see the nuts, the cashews, they lost that bubbly thing. So we're just going to cook it for another 5 minutes. I'm going to cook it with a lid on and wait for it to cook. So this is the carrot halwa that I made. This is how it looks. I cooked it for 2 to 3 minutes, and this is how it looks, and it does taste yummy. I have tasted it already. Please do try it and let me know in the comments bar below. Also, please look for the recipe and the measurements in the description bar below. Thank you. Bye bye.